Man, it's a wrap. The Super Bowl is in the books, and what seemed like the impossible happened. Mahomes, who had his struggles this year, the wide receiver corps weren't what they were before, guys leaving, guys getting hurt, etc., turned it around, pulled it off, made it through the playoffs, won the big game, won the Super Bowl in overtime at that. Travis Kelce, Taylor Swift, the romance. I don't know if his career is over or whatever. He's going to ride off into the sunset with retirement. I'm not sure. But their reality show, real life soap opera, perfect ending all came to fruition. And, I always tell y'all, I don't really go or believe this conspiracy-ish, you know what I'm saying? But let's play a little bit, let's just ponder on the storylines, what I think is going to be cooking amongst a lot of the conspiracy theorists out there with the NFL is scripted. Let's peek into the writer's room, the creative team, maybe what they got cooking. There's so many storylines and everything. As you see, there already have been all these comparisons about the Dynasty, Mahomes, Brady. It's still so crazy, too, as a diehard Buffalo Bills fan, that we traded that pick to the Chiefs. They traded up with us. We ended up getting Tre'Davious White. Shout out Trey Day, man. I hope he can come off that injury once again. And Mahomes went to the Chiefs. My guy, Lon the Don, always busts my balls about that. Like, Coffee, your arch rivals at your Bills. Y'all can beat them in regular season, but you can't do it in the playoffs. And, Mahomes and the Chiefs essentially are becoming the new dynasty that the Patriots were in the AFC, and Mahomes is becoming the Brady, and they got their Belichick and Andy Reid, even though, Reid was already a hell of a coach, but getting all these rings and everything, like he's like, you guys help set that into play. But getting back to this whole storylines and creative room, right? Tell me this ain't crazy. I don't know if y'all seen this. Adam Schefter reminded everyone what someone from CBS or whatever network it was said 5 days ago, that the world was going to get their first double overtime Super Bowl. Now, I know, obviously it didn't go, and we're just having fun here. We're just messing around, but obviously it didn't go into double overtime. But then, some of the real wild conspiracy theorists with this whole NFL storyline stuff will say, well, that's the way they swerved us, or, I don't know, whatever reason they had to audible out of that because whatever reason, I don't know. He might say, Coffee, that's weak, right? Hey, give me a little wiggle room with this because there's some other interesting stuff as well. Then you go into the whole storyline of the fact that this was the first Super Bowl overtime since, as we just talked about, now with this ring, and at this point in time with the comparisons, Mahomes and the Chiefs really have took over where the Pats left off. They're on par and on pace to match that Brady, Belichick, Patriots dynasty. Okay, so you got the connection there that the last overtime Super Bowl was the Patriots Falcons, the comeback one, how in the fuck did the Falcons blow that one? Okay, don't get me back going in about that one. Then we look back at the last three Super Bowls as that the Niners lost. They're on a 3 Super Bowl losing streak in their last 3 appearances. Kaepernick against the Ravens, Jimmy G leading the Niners in their loss to the Chiefs, and now Purdy losing to the Chiefs. And man, I just gotta say, step aside from the storyline stuff for a minute, man. Brock Purdy, this guy played with a lot of heart. Such a shame, I keep saying that last year we did not get to see what it would have been like with Purdy out there, man. It's really, he had been playing flawless football up until that point, okay? Came in, kicking things off, kicking the door in, beating Tom Brady's ass. You guys remember that? And I think that was his first appearance. Purdy was just doing the damn thing. And we got to see them get their get back earlier this season when they beat the Eagles decisively, put it on them, shellacked them, walloped them, mollywopped them. And, you know, we're able to say, hey, if Brock was there last year, things would have been different, motherfuckers. But even though the Niners lost, still, like, gutsy performance. Hats off to Brock Purdy. Okay, now getting back to this. Okay, you got those last 3 Super Bowl losses. Okay, stick with me, right? As we said, Chiefs are the new old Patriots, Brady dynasty, and that's the new era, the new dynasty of the AFC. That's the new era, the new dynasty of the AFC. Okay, on par to maybe surpass them. And then this is where it'll get tricky, right? This is where the NFL will really have to work hard in the off-season negotiations, right? To lure Tom Brady back to the NFL. Again, right? This is in the creative room. We're just having fun here. They'll have to lure Tom Brady back to come out of retirement once again, right? Because he did once before, even though it wasn't really a full retirement like that or whatever. But they'll have to lure him back, and he'll go to the Niners, right? Because weren't there some reports at one point in time that that's where he was going to possibly go? In all reality, realistically, remember there was this stuff with the Raiders, and there was this stuff about Miami. Like it almost isn't crazy to think in real life. We're talking now about Brady coming out of retirement, but man, Brock Purdy is a Niners guy. Plain and simple. But back to story time, to the script. Back to sticking to the script. They'll have to lure Brady with big money and all kinds of incentives. I don't know, maybe part ownership in the whole league and the whole sports entertainment enterprise that is going to merge with the UFC and WWE in the TKO merger. Then they're going to call it 3KO. And then he'll take the Niners back to the Super Bowl. Then you'll have the old dynasty, which is the new era, or the new dynasty with Mahomes, and then which is the new era, and Brady coming back once again for his first season with another new team for the old era, back again versus the new era, and then they'll have all the storylines all lined up, man. Oh, the Niners lost 3 in a row, the last 2 to the Chiefs. It went to overtime. It almost went to double overtime. And here's Brady back again. You know, wouldn't that be the ultimate storyline for the scripted NFL? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that a pretty entertaining one? With Jay Coffee Talk playing along with all the NFL script stuff? I don't know. I was just seeing everything, watching it all play out, and was like, you know. It's so crazy, though, about the executive talking about it'll be the first double overtime Super Bowl, man. But there you have it, man. Just having a little fun with this one. I feel for y'all Niners fans, especially my bro Jay Millie, man. You guys had a hell of a season. But, yeah, there's always next year. And that's what my Bills are saying. Because that's the storyline I want to see. The Bills Niners Super Bowl that we never got in the 90s Bills Super Bowl era. And we realistically could still get it next year. So thanks for watching. Hit them comments. I'm out of here, guys. Peace.